Hey everybody, this is Young Living Diamond Sarah Harnish, and it's the very first night of boot camp for the Game Plan Oils Scriptbook. I'm so excited to have you guys with. We have been preparing for tonight for months, and it's going to be an awesome experience. So go ahead and hop on. Tell me all your thoughts as I'm teaching and training, and we launch all the goodies with this script. It's going to be just absolutely amazing. So what are we training out of? If you don't have it yet, you can go to Amazon and you can grab the Game Plan Oil Scriptbook. And there is a companion workbook that we're going to be training on Thursday this week. And then if you're planning on teaching it, I would recommend, if you're a teacher, that you have the oiler edition and the teacher edition. So this you can only get on my website because Amazon doesn't print without a binding. So let me just pray over our boot camp real quick. We're going to be launching the kids class tonight, the 105 class. And I'm super excited about it because this class has been in the works for a very long time. So to be able to share it all with you guys is it's really truly just an answer from the Lord. So let's pray. And then I'll show you where a couple of tools are so that you can follow along for those of you that don't have your books yet, and tell you about where your books are. And then we're going to jump right into the class and have an amazing, awesome night of teaching and training. So let me just minimize this a little bit so that I can come and see you guys. I'm going to bring up my window so that I can hop over and see what you're telling me at the same time. And while that's coming up, let's go ahead and say a quick prayer together and just give thanks to the Lord for how amazing He is, how good He is, and how awesome He is that He created these oils that we're able to use with our families. It's just a total game changer for our families. So dear Jesus, I just sit in awe tonight of what you are doing and what you have done and what is coming. God, you are just such a good God. Thank you. In Revelation, you tell us that the leaves of the trees are for the healing of the nations. Lord, you created plants before you made us, and you had a way for us to take care of ourselves before we were ever even a thought on the earth. And that happened millennia ago, and yet the things that you created are still blessing us. Thank you for making things that we can even use on our kids. That's just absolutely crazy, God. But you even thought of them. You thought of the little people. You always think of the little people, God. And so we just stand in gratefulness with a grateful spirit tonight at the training and the words that you've poured down on this project, Lord, and may every drop of glory go to you. I pray that this entire script book and the workbook and the boot camp and everything we put online, the teams of people behind the scenes, God, that there's just an anointing over this project. My heart, since we started this back in October, was that we would carry on Gary's mission, Gary Young, of bringing oils to every home in the world. And may this training be so comprehensive and so thorough and so energizing and exciting and not overwhelming at all, Lord, that you just get every drop of glory, no pun intended, for every drop of oil that lands in every single house because of the pages of this book, Lord. That this is just such an anointed project from you. God, we love you with our whole heart, and we are ready for boot camp. I'm so ready. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. It is the first night. So I want to tell you, if you are worried that you're missing something or you're frustrated that your book isn't here yet, don't be. It's okay. That's not the way this boot camp works. This is a long form boot camp. So I know in years past, I've done 20 days or I've done 12 days, and you got to just hop on, and you've missed a couple days and you've missed a few chapters and you're super frustrated. You don't need to be with this book. That's not the way this works. So the inside of the Game Plan script book, if you guys do have a copy, you can turn to the table of contents just so you know what we're going to be covering. And every single week is a totally different class. So you're not missing anything if you have to go to your grandma's house. First off, we're going to be collecting these videos and putting up on YouTube, and also putting them up on my website at oilabilityteam.com. So it's totally okay for you to go back and rewatch it later. You can watch it on Facebook Live if you catch it in that week or two. You're not missing anything. It's just a class that you can go back and watch a little bit later. But I do love having you on live. And if you are in the live video, you're going to get a lot of giveaways because I just love hanging out with you guys. I'm so thankful that you're here. So what are we going to be covering? Tonight, we're doing the kids class. So the format's going to kind of go in the same order. Every Tuesday night, I'm going to teach a class. If that class goes over like an hour 15 minutes, then we'll spill over onto Wednesday and we'll do the second part of the class. A couple of these classes are longer forms. So like Raindrop, you really can't teach Raindrop in 1 hour. Oils of the Bible, it's a little bit longer. All right. So those couple classes that are longer we'll teach Tuesday, Wednesday. And then on Thursday, every Thursday, we're going to break the workbook out. Did you see how big this is? Like it's as big as the book, right? So we're going to train you literally inside out, upside down, rinse and repeat and repeat and rinse and all that all over again. Train two to train two. It's going to be amazing. But you don't want to miss the workbook nights, because that's where we really go through the script and just kind of fine tune everything and make sure that you are comfortable and you are confident with this script, and that you can turn around and share it with the people that you love, and that you're practicing with your oils every single day. You know, that it's not just, oh yeah, I've got sniffles and it's just sitting on my shelf, but you're breaking it out and you're using it with intent and purpose, which is the way that Gary intended. So that's the purpose of this entire project, is to get you oiling and get you thinking about things that you've never thought about before. So tonight is the kids class, the 105 kids class. We are going to get the whole class done in one sitting because this is a shorter class. So tomorrow I'm going to kind of do a nuts and bolts of boot camp with you, so that you understand how to use these tools, how to use them as business builders, and exactly, you know, how to get every single drop out of this project and utilize it with your team. I would encourage you to get as many of your people on these boot camp videos as you can to watch it live, because, well, first off, I'm giving a lot of stuff away and that's a lot of fun, and your team can win some things that John and I just want to pass along to you. But also it's just fun being in a live element and seeing the class for the first time, being the first graduating class of boot camp. So 25 weeks. Actually, it should be around 25 weeks. It just depends on how we get, you know, how we go through and everything. We'll pause for convention and all of that, but about 25 weeks. We're going to go through all 25 classes. Now, I have already taught the first four of the core five. So next week, we're going to kind of do rapid fire through the first four classes. So I'll teach it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 101 oils, 102 thieves, 103 Ningxia, 104 CBD. And we'll cover the workbook in that one sitting. And then we'll jump into Fearless the week after, because you already had those classes. All right. So what are we going to be covering in the script book? Guys, this has never been done before. There's 25 classes in one book. It's aromatherapy in one place. It's the 25 hottest topics in the aromatherapy world, all in one spot, and we're going to do it together. Every Tuesday teaching a class, and or Wednesday, every Thursday going through with a fine-tooth comb and making sure that you've got affirmations and coloring pages and DIYs and bonus training and rare training and training from the diamonds and all sorts of stuff just to bless you. All right. It's just a phenomenal project. So what are the classes that we're going to be covering? You can get it in two places, on Amazon or on my website. If you go to my website, there's two perks there. Number one, steeply discounted books. So if you're buying in bulk and you want to get 3 or 4 of them for your leaders and you want them to go through this boot camp with you together, we are actively shipping these books now. And in 24 hours, we will be actively shipping all of the teacher's editions. And about 48 hours after that, we'll be actively shipping the workbook. So we're really, really, really close. So when you order, it should go out really quickly from our website. Within the next week, we should be all caught up on everything. But the perk on the website is that you're getting a discount for ordering in bulk, and you can get the teacher's edition, which I can't sell on Amazon because they won't sell a book without a binding. So we'll never be able to put that up on Amazon. So here's the classes that we're going to be covering in the book. I'm just going to read right out of the table of contents for you. Tonight we're doing the kids class, which is 105, 25 classes. So 101, 102, 103, 104, all the way to 125. Oils, thieves, Ningxia, CBD. We're going to do all 4 of those next week because I've already taught them. The kids class is tonight, then Fearless, and you don't want to miss Fearless. Fearless is aromatic, internal, emotional, topical oils, and it was a total top-down rewrite of that script. So it's very, very good. It actually would be one of the first classes that I teach a new oiler. Oils of the Bible, my favorite class in oiling. Raindrop, Feelings, the gut health class, so setting the stage for supplements. The 4 most important young living supplements. Enzymes, the skin class. So we're going to go through Bloom and Art and Savvy in one class. The hair class, that class is amazing. One of my leaders this weekend got the book, and she's like, I already read that class. I've had it in the book for 15 minutes. And she goes, that class is incredible. The tooth class, hormones and oils. And I did a lot of collaboration. So the hormones and oils class has got some charts from a very well-known author that you guys know who gave permission for us to use some of her content. I believe in not reinventing the wheel. So if somebody has done something with excellence, I'll lean on them and get permission. And then we weave it into the scripts to make it easy for you to share. You'll see that with the PowerPoint tonight. I'm not reinventing all the videos. I'm going and grabbing incredible content that Young Living's already generated and putting it in a form that's easy for you to teach. So we get to launch a PowerPoint tonight. I'm very excited about that. Animal aromatherapy, the basic massage for couples class, intro to diffusers. Have you ever wondered how to use your diffuser? Like what exactly that looks like? Nobody gets trained on diffusers. So we have a diffuser class, seedlings, the baby class, the manly man class, the techniques class. So if you're dropping your keys, bonking your head on things, you got a little ringing in your ears, a neuroauricular, anything brain. We're going to teach you some techniques, how to make your own blends, the einkorn class, and then a tribute to the founder of Young Living, D. Gary Young. That class will make you bawl your eyes out. And we're going to be ending boot camp on that. Then we have 7 protocols. So cleansing, weight loss, self-releasing, emotional release, energy, Gary's great day, grief or trauma, and internal oils. And then 2 bonus classes of colds and flus and a whole silver bound training. So this is just going to be an amazing hangout time. Make sure you block out Tuesday and Thursday to get on with me so that we can do the book one night and the workbook one night. So let me show you some training tools that we have developed, because the book is just a piece of it. It's just a very, very small piece of what our team has been working on behind the scenes. Every Thursday, I'm going to launch a media package that goes along with the script. So it makes it easy for you to share. Guys, it's free. It doesn't cost anything. So we've been doing the development work behind the scenes, and we're gifting that to you. So you can, it doesn't matter if you're in Malaysia, if you're in Mexico, if you're in Canada, you can go on my website and download the PowerPoints and the scavenger hunt calendars and all the things to be able to get your team excited about these classes. And it doesn't cost you anything. It's totally free. All right. So let's take a look at that, because I don't have everything up yet, but I know some of you guys don't have your books. So our team worked really hard to try to get some of the things up by tonight so that you could follow along. So let me do a quick screen share. And I'm just going to hop over. See, I can see. Oh, look at it. Froze my face like that. Isn't that awesome? I'm going to go over to our website. If you go to, let me move my little face and get it out of the way here. If you go over to oilabilityteam.com, so I'm just going to go to the main homepage, show you how to find stuff. These are all the books in the set. It's a 4-book set. Matter of fact, let me give away a 4-book set to somebody who just got on. Tell me if you've never won anything from me before and you're on boot camp for the first time. If you invited somebody to come and watch with you, I want to give one of these sets away at the beginning before the class. So go ahead and talk to me while I'm showing you how to find the free stuff on the website. And then we're going to jump right into the kids class because I don't want to waste any time. So 4 books in the set. There's the Oiler edition, which is what I was holding up. You can get this on my website. You can get it in bulk, steeply discounted. I'm super excited because this book is already hit number 1. It's number 2 tonight. We got to fix that, right? But it's already hit number 1 on the aromatherapy charts, and the workbook is number 3, which is crazy on Amazon. So I thank you. God bless you guys. Thank you for taking it that high on Amazon. But it's also up on my website. So if you go to shop, you'll be able to find all the books there, or you can just click on this picture and you can grab books for your team discounted. Then there's a teacher's edition. So the teacher's edition's in a binder, exact same book, but it's got dividers and it's really easy for you to pull one class out and share, lays flat, the font's a little bigger. The workbook, if you have not gotten this bad boy, you are in for a treat, a real treat. I mean, the exercises are as long as the scripts in the workbook. So it's really going to give you some amazing training. You'll get to feel it on Thursday when we take you through it for the first time. And then the mini markets your classes for you. So if you're sitting down and you got 5 women in a class with you and you're doing a seedlings class, they open to the table of contents and say, "What? You teach a class on hormones? Girl, I didn't even know that. Oh my gosh." And so they are coming to you asking for your classes that you can teach. So it's getting people in classes. It's getting butts and seats for you. I made it 10 minutes into boot camp and I already said the word but. But the mini is a tool for you to market the things that you can teach. And it should be such a blessing at helping you out. I'm going to hand those out like candy in my classes and to my friends to get people excited. So if you go to share, you're going to see 2 buttons that we'll use for boot camp. One of them is the script book. This button is our landing page for everything script book. So all 25 classes will be on there, freebies, coloring sheets, like all sorts of stuff is going to be up on the script book page. The core 5 classes are right here. So tonight we're teaching the kids class. So for tonight, we're going to click on that button, but all the other scripts, we're going to go over to the Scriptbook landing page and grab them off of there. So 101 oils we'll do next Tuesday, 102 thieves, 103 Ningxia, 104 CBD, and then 105 the kids class. So let's take a look at what the team put up on the kids class page for you so you can see it. So what do you find? You're going to find a professionally designed PowerPoint deck with media to enhance your 105 class, blank slides. So say you want to make it yours and you want to put your team logo on it and you have your own clothes that you want to do, or maybe you're in a different market, maybe you're in Mexico or Canada and you need to tweak it a little bit because you have different oils or different starter bundles. You can do that because we're giving you the slides to make it your own. I am not proprietary. The only thing that we can't share everywhere is the book because it's copyrighted and I don't control that. So please don't put the entire script up online. Don't retype it out. Don't photocopy it and share it with people. You're going to get me in a lot of trouble with Amazon, but I'm going to give you everything I can to share outside of the copyrighted stuff. And I would give you the copyrighted stuff too, but I get in big trouble and they wouldn't let me put my books online. So there's a demo of the class. So after we're done teaching this class, this video is going to go up on the website. So if you want to turn around and teach it to your team next week, you could host a watch party and share this video in there. And your team, it's going to be like they're sitting right there with me and we're hanging out together and they get to see the class. Or you can grab the script and you can go teach it to your team yourself. The script, yes, I gave you the script, the 105 kids class script. This is the last script that I can release that's not copyright infringement because technically we did it before we published. So 106 to 125, I won't be able to put the scripts up, but for 105, I am able to. The textable class, same thing. After this one, I won't be able to do textable classes because it's copyright infringement, but up through the core 5, we are able to do it. Then there's a class calendar. This is so that you can take your team on a scavenger hunt through the entire class. And then there's graphics to market your classes. So one of the things that you guys saw that I did right when I went live, let's see if I can find it, is I had a little class countdown. It looked like this. I'm going to upload this also to the page. So if you want to do a little countdown before you're going live, I just have it on Zoom. I'm sharing my screen and there's an entire countdown to get everybody really excited and let people get on the page and know, hey, we're about to go live. It's exciting. We're going to have a good time and hang out for the next hour and study these oils side by side. So each class is going to have its own countdown to create some energy for you as you are teaching the class for the first time. So I'm really excited about that. But here's the PowerPoint. So if you are have not seen the PowerPoint yet, which you haven't because I just put it up like 3 minutes ago, but you can download it and use it this weekend if you want to. It's free content for you. The blank slides are right underneath. The kids class PowerPoint script is right underneath that. I said this is the last one we'll be able to release the script for. The textable class will get up tomorrow. The challenge calendar we just designed today. So let's take a look at the calendar. If I click on the calendar and hit download now, it's going to pop up for me. And it's got 31 days of challenges and 2 bonus challenges. So this you're going to give to a new mama who wants to start using oils with their kids. And it's going to take them through all 6 of the oils and kind of tell them what to do. So challenge 1, and they just check it off when they complete it. Have your child pick out a favorite oil from the Little Oilers bundle and have them apply it. Show them how to put oils on topically. Challenge 2, place the bottles of oils where you're going to use them. Number 3, write down emotional victories in your child from oiling to the right over here. So how do they feel? Say you're using Kid Power every single day on them and you're noticing they're getting through the school day a little bit better. They aren't as scared as they were before, or you're putting Sleepy Eyes in the diffuser and they're having a good night of sleep. So you just put down a couple of words on how they're doing and kind of chart their progress a few days a week. Challenge 4, teach your child how to use Feather the Owl diffuser. So how do they turn it on? How do, what are the settings where they can change the colors? How much oil do they put in? If they're 5 or 6 years old, not 2, you can show them how to drop the oil in and how to fill it up with water and not overfill it. Challenge 5 is introduce your child to oiling. So have them watch you oil and let them smell some of your oils or let them smell the starter bundle oil. Have your child apply 2 to 4 drops of kid power to their wrists during a new or stressful situation. So it's just kind of goes through some of these things. Pick a playtime oil for the diffuser. Give your child a 10-second back rub. We're going to talk about those tonight. Using sleepy eyes at bedtime. So it just sort of walks you through some challenges to get your team excited about using these kids' oils. And then there's graphics, so you can market your classes as you're getting closer to doing them and say, hey, we got 5 days till we're on, 4 days till we're on. And then I did something kind of special for you. So in the workbook, every single time we open a class, there's a coloring page. We actually made adult coloring pages. And these plants are the plants that are in that class. So, geranium is one of the oils that is inside one of the kid sense oils, and blue tansy is in kid power, and camphorwood oil, also kid power oil. Frankincense is in genius oil. Black spruce is in a couple of the oils, actually. So we took some of those plants and we made them into dividers for the teacher's edition in full color. For the workbook, you get to color them. So for every class, we're going to put up both of them for you, and you can print it off, and you can get some adult coloring pencils. I like Prismacolor, and you can look at what the colors are and then color them yourselves. And put it inside your book. So that's just a nice little thing that we gave you. So that's what we've got up there so far. We are also going to be adding some Instagram stories and a couple of other things to the page just to get you really excited about using these oils. So do you guys like the material? Are you stoked? It's a little bit different than what we've done before. So yep. Okay. So somebody's saying one of them has a download error. Are you guys able to download it? Let me know. We just put it up there like maybe 3 minutes ago. I feel like this is a little bit blurry. So let me just clean this off a little bit so you guys can see me a little better. That still seems blurry to me. All right, we're going to go into the PowerPoint so that we don't need my camera. So, all right, Amy Marchute, Schutte, you are winner number 1 tonight. So you have won a bundle of all 4 of the things that come in the Scriptbook bundle. So you got a teacher's edition, you got an Oilers edition, you've got a workbook, and you got a mini, and we'll get that in the mail to you really, really soon. So one of the things you can do with the PowerPoint, if you want, is you can print off the slides. I've got those in front of me. There we are. Now we're nice and clear. You can print off the slides. So I've got those in front of me, so I can go into full screen and I can see the words under each slide. Or you can go to the teacher's edition. I'm going to open that up right now and go into the kids class, and you can pull out just the pages that you need. Now, I will tell you, the PowerPoints are just slightly different from the book, just a little bit different, because we inserted media, and you can't have media in a book that you're reading. So the only slides that are different are the media slides and the intro and the outro on it. The rest of it will read straight down cold turkey, exactly the same. So you can grab your class notes and teach it right off of this. Now, when we get to 106, you're only going to see the headers and the videos and the open and the close. You won't see the script built into the slides because it would be copyright infringement. But we're going to give you everything I possibly can up to that. So this is what the teacher's edition looks like in full color. It's hole punched for you. Here's a divider, and on the inside of every single class, we have a little story that talks about one of the Diamonds sharing some of their stories from Gary Young, because part of this project was getting you guys to know Gary and who he was. And just his heart for this company, his heart for children, his heart for helping people, and his heart for getting God's oils to every home in the world. So this particular diamond story is from Sonia Michelle Swan. A huge shout out to Sonia. She's a precious friend. And she said, Gary had such a heart for our children. This was the first time walking the stage as Silver. So this picture is Sonia walking with her girls. She had 4 daughters. My little would have been about 4 years old then, and I would have been a newly single mom. And I just want to show you the picture of Gary holding up her girls and giving them kisses and loving on them. And there's Sonia walking for the first time at Silver rank, and now she's Diamond. And Young Living, and Gary just loving on those baby girls. So I just, I love his stories, and I want you to get to know the heart of Gary Young as we work through this. So this is the script, and you'll find in the top the read time for the script. So to give you a little idea of how long to go for the reading. So, all right, I think we've covered everything. You know how to get books, you know how to find them on Amazon, you know how to find them on my website, you know where all the freebies are so that you can teach your classes. I think it's time to teach a class. We're going to hop in. I'll be a little quicker getting to the class from here on out, but it's our first night of boot camp. So I want to show you where to find everything. So without further ado, let me share my screen, and we're going to go right into the kids class. So here we go. Opening up my PowerPoint, and I'm going to, if you are just starting to teach this, there's two formats you can use a PowerPoint in. You can have it in this mode where you can read underneath the slides, or you can make it full screen mode, which I recommend because it's a little bit easier to be able to see the videos and stuff. So for that, you just go to slideshow, and from beginning or from the slide that you're on, and you can move your little buttons around so they're kind of out of the way. I'm gonna put my head all the way down there. And we're going to jump right in. So one of the things that I talk about at the very beginning is contact me cards. If you do not have a Diamond Rising deck, or you haven't heard of that yet, that's a little card system that I use to track people that come to classes. And so I have these little cards. You can find them on my website, oilabilityteam.com. It's called the Diamond Rising deck. They're contact me cards, and it just gives you information that you can't really collect while you're in a class because it's so fast moving. So I'll hand those out at the very beginning when people are coming in. I'll have one of the oils going in the feather diffuser right next to me if you're doing this live. And if you're doing it on Zoom, you can teach a class like I am right now. You just go to zoom.us and you share your screen, and you put the PowerPoint up on your computer just as if you had it on your computer if you were at your house. So it's very, very easy to teach. And if you have less than 15 people in your class, that Zoom is totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. So I'm just using my arrow keys to go back and forth between the slides. I did a right arrow and a left left arrow. I'm thinking oils. I got oils on the brain. So here we go, guys. It is 9:13, and this class takes about 45 minutes to teach. It might be a couple minutes longer than that with the videos, but let's jump into the kids class. I'm so excited about this class. It's the very first time teaching it. You are in the debut for boot camp. So welcome to the 105 kids class. I am very excited to have you here and really honored just to have a few minutes with you. My name is Sarah Harnish, and I have been using Young Living since 2014. I'm going to be handing out contact me cards as we kick this class off so that we can customize the aromatherapy training directly to what you need. You're going to walk out of this class with a completely different perspective about how to care for your family and how to care for your little ones, and why it's critical to kick unclean ingredients to the curb. So this class centers around the Young Living Kid Sense line. Let's dive right in, and we're just going to learn side by side together all things Kid Sense oil. So let me share a little bit of my oil story. I got invited to an oils class. I was not going to do anything with it. I had no desire to know anything about oils or to be in the class. But I went like 45 minutes late and sat through that class for the first time. I had no desire. Oh, there we go. I'm trying to see your comments. And ended up getting a starter kit it took me 5 months. They had to keep asking me to come to the class. And then I finally got my starter kit, and it took them 7 times asking me to get my kit. But I got those oils in my hand, and I was afraid of them because I didn't really know how to use oils. I didn't even know what they were. I had only seen them at like farmers markets and just weird fringe places. I mean, 7 years ago, they weren't really hanging around Walmart. So it was a very new thing, and it was kind of strange for me. You don't think about grabbing an essential oil when you're working with your kids. You just think about, oh, I got to go down to Walmart or to Rite Aid or, Walgreens and grab some things for them and make them more comfortable. I'd never thought about using oils to make my family more comfortable before. So I have a lot of wow stories that I can share with you. We've had some crazy ones. Even in the last week, I've had crazy stories with the oils. But one of my favorite stories with my kids, this happened a couple months after I had my kid, was I just read, I love reading. So I had grabbed a reference guide. If you don't have one of those, discoverlsp.com, Life Science Publishing has some great guides. I grabbed a reference guide, and I had read in there that hyssop oil was good for when my kids were having tantrums. I'm like, you know what? I've never heard of that before. Let me just try it. So I ordered some hyssop oil on Loyalty Rewards, which is an amazing program we have that helps you, stock those oil shelves every single month. You can pick out things that you need for your family as you're switching over to a clean living home without a whole bunch of toxic garbage in your house. And so I went and I grabbed the hyssop oil and I dropped it on the back and neck of my kid, who is just in full blown tantrum mode. And it was like 2-3 minutes and they completely calmed down. I'm like, dude, where were oils the rest of my life? Like, how did I not know about this? So, and I've just spent the last 7 years collecting oils, just one story at a time. And, that's how we learn about oils. It's a narrative. So if you're expecting the script book to be some medical encyclopedia, guys, I am not medically trained. I'm not going to make that claim. I've never been to nursing school or any kind of medical school. I'm just a mama that really likes it when my kids don't have tantrums. So I'm going to pass along some of these stories as I'm teaching and training you guys, just to have that eye of discernment when you're working with your kids. So moms and dads are faced with decisions every single day. There's big decisions, there's small decisions, and some of them are out of your control. Unfortunately, there's no manual to follow or a chemistry degree that's going to teach you all that you need to know to make sense of everything that's out there. The key to remember is that you can control what you allow within the four walls of your home. You can be empowered to make decisions toward making your home a safer home. The concept of clean living is going to have you making radical shifts in what you allow across your door. You're going to find that the things you thought were safe all this time were actually poison. And the things that you trusted are things you probably should not have trusted. And sometimes it's really overwhelming to make, drastic changes toward a clean home. But what you can do is you can take it one step at a time. So swap out one thing. And maybe that one step that you take is you don't own the KidSense starter bundle. You don't have it. So maybe you go and you add that to your cart this month and you just start playing with these 6 oils and the Feather the Owl diffuser, which we get to study Feather in just a little bit. So learn to be an informed consumer and start making each swap as you're able to. Move one bad product out and then another product out until you've gotten rid of all that yuck that's lurking in your cabinets. You're going to shift from damage control to preventative maintenance. That's kind of a key theme of the 105 Kids class is damage control to preventative maintenance. You're staying above the wellness line and not under the wellness line. So what exactly does that mean? Staying above the wellness line means making slow changes in your kids' diet and in their lifestyle, watching their sugar intake. So making sure your kids aren't getting more than 10 grams of sugar a day. If you're one of those mamas out there giving your kids lots of juice, your juicy juice, orange juice in the morning, stop. They don't need it, right? They don't need that stuff. It's a really good way to get lots of sugar in their body and cavities. Do you know that juice is one of the top ways to have cavities in your kids before they're 3 years old? It's juice. It's just, they don't need it. So make sure they stay hydrated. Put water in their sippy cups. Try to feed them as organic as you can. And then just use discernment when it comes to processed food, fast food, and non-organic food. Make sure they're taking supplements at bedtime and make sure that they're getting enough rest. I mean, even just those simple things, getting them to bed at the same time every night, giving them some probiotics before they go to sleep, even just probiotics and enzymes, you'll see a huge shift in your kids and, building strong immunity and building strong guts. The truth is that if you really knew the outcome of what you were giving your kids daily, you'd be more inclined to make many, many different choices. The cost is too high not to. You already know that it's time to take a step back from how you've already done things. And that's why you're here in this class, is because you've got that conviction. So now it's time to jump into some better choices. My favorite choice is Young Living. Young Living Seed to Seal Premium Standard is the best in the world. That means you are getting the best of the best for your kids. Many of the blends that come in the starter kit bundle, the kids bundle that we're going to be training on, contain lavender oil. You can see the lavender fields in this picture. It's one of Young Living's most famous oils. Sometimes the best way to fall in love with oiling is just to go directly to the farm and go see it yourself. Well, we can do that right now from your seat. Let me show you what Young Living is all about. Lavender oil. So there it is, guys. That's a little bit about the farms, and you can see what Young Living is all about. We just went right to the lavender farm for the very first time. Young Living is a global leader in essential oils with nearly $2 billion in sales annually. That means that those of us that use the oils keep returning because they work. There's 3,000 global employees, 600 life-changing products, 16 corporate and partner farms, more than 20 international markets, 50 highly trained scientists, 12 independent partner labs, and 6 million. Now we're up to almost 7 million global members. That means those that use the oils keep coming back because they have fallen in love just like I have. So let's give a little science. In 2008, there was a Beasley study that showed that babies who were given acetaminophen, that's Tylenol, had a 46% increase in having asthma related occurrence if they got a single dose. So we're talking one dose of Tylenol in their first year of life. So one dose in their first year of life. They also had a 35% increased risk of eczema. The scariest part of acetaminophen is that it's one of the most common drugs out there, and it's considered the safest on the shelves for kids. It's found in so many products. That's the purpose of teaching discernment, so that you can look instead at the what ifs. What if we removed toxic products such as chemicals that tax the immune system? What if we limited sugar and added supplements so that our kids' bodies were strong enough to do their own fighting? Additionally, in 2008, experts warned the FDA of the dangerous side effects of cough syrup use in children. There were so many side effects of cough syrup. Cough syrup. So kids were having convulsions, they had rapid heart rate, they were losing consciousness. There were several documented cases of kids dying from cough syrup. The FDA noted in its public advisory that it was aware of the side effects, the serious side effects in kids ages 2 to 11, and it's still reviewing information. So because of this, drug companies voluntarily pulled 14 cough and cold products targeted at toddlers from store shelves. Your kids do not need to be the guinea pigs. So let's take a shift instead of, studying some of the dangerous stuff out there and see if we can go into preventative maintenance mode, like we talked about at the very beginning of the class. What are essential oils? And why do you want to use them? I've got all the Kid Sense oil sitting right next to me. I got some tummy jies right here. It's not something we're used to, is going and reaching for an oil. So oils are a natural ancient remedy derived from plants that have been used for millennia for a multitude of purposes. So in ancient times, there were only a few ways to deal with the body. There were immune supporting foods like garlic and onions and herbs and oils. Oils are about 1,000 times more powerful than herbs because they're derived from large quantities of plant materials. You guys got to see the large quantities when we saw the Young Living video just a moment ago. Each drop of oil is cold pressed or steam distilled, and they arrive ready to use. It's like the fast food of natural health in one single bottle. The hard work is done for you at the farm. All you have to do as a busy mom or dad is just open the bottle and go. Essential oils are made up of tiny constituents that enact change in the body. The molecules in oils access that limbic lobe of the brain where emotions are stored, and the effects that they have on the body are much gentler than the stuff that you might grab from a store shelf. Up until about 150 years ago, herbs and oils were the primary go-to in homes. Moms used them. They trained their kids how to use them. But as time went on, they got lost in translation and they lost popularity to convenience. So now we're grabbing things that are just convenient and easy instead of going and grabbing the things that we've been using for thousands and thousands of years. And I really believe that it's time to learn again. It's time to stay ahead of the curve and create a preventative maintenance home through oiling. You're going to make your home proactive instead of reactive. So where do I start? I love the Young Living Little Oilers starter bundle because you get a half a dozen oils to use topically and aromatically from one single bundle designed with your child's safety in mind. In one swoop, you've got an arsenal of things on your shelf to tackle almost any kid problem. The starter bundle comes with 6 bottles of Kid Sense oils, 2 roll-on caps so you can turn 2 of those bottles into little rollers, and a Feather the Owl diffuser. So to get started, if you snag a Little Oiler starter bundle, you'll have automatically become a Young Living customer. And this gives you access to wholesale pricing at 24% off everything that you order from that bundle all the way on. You're never going to pay retail again. I recommend that you begin your journey this way so that you can save yourself the most money. Now, here's the number one question that I hear when we're oiling with kids. Is it cost effective? Sarah, isn't this like crazy expensive? Using oils is insane. Well, cost is one of the first questions that usually comes up, right? Depending on oil thickness, so oil viscosity, a 5 ml bottle contains about 90 to 100 drops of oil, and each application is 1 to 3 drops. So, meaning even a small bottle is going to get you 45 to 90 applications. 90 applications can last up to 6 months, depending on how often you're using it. If you make a roll on, have you ever wondered how long roll ons last? If you're making a roll on and you use that oil, we actually tested this out on our kids just to see how long I could get it to last. If you use that roll on every single day, 3 to 5 times a day, you rolled it on their skin, it's going to last you about 3 months. So, to figure out about how much it costs per month, you're going to take the wholesale price that you paid for the oil and divide it by the approximate months that it should last, and it'll give you the cost per month. And you'll see that it's very cost effective. So, for example, Tummy Jies is $13.50 for a 5 ml bottle. That makes it $4 a month. $4 to be able to have something that is safe and effective to roll on your kids' little bellies. So let's take a closer look at the Little Oilers starter bundle. Which oils come inside? We're going to start with a video of the famous Feather the Owl diffuser. This is so much fun. So let's take a closer look at the Little Oilers. Yeah, Feather the Owl is our hero of this script, and super fun way to teach your kids how to learn to oil. So let's talk about Feather the Owl. It's an exclusive, custom designed ultrasonic diffuser that functions as a humidifier, an aroma diffuser, a nightlight, and a white noise machine all in one. It's got multiple diffuser modes. Did you hear that? You can play white noise in your kids' rooms. It's got multiple diffuser modes, 10 different LED light color options, and 5 white noise sound options. It can release oil into the air for up to 10 hours. The diffuser runs 25 to 40% longer than competitor kids diffusers. So the high mode is going to run about 5 to 6 hours. The low mode runs 8 hours, and the intermittent mode runs about 10 hours. So 1 minute on and 1 minute off. It's really easy for kids to operate. So to turn the owl on or to change its colors, you just touch its little talon toes. So there's little talons on the bottom of the diffuser, and you just touch them and it's going to change the colors. There's a built-in speaker with 5 different sounds. So rain, birds, ocean waves, a fan, and a lullaby. And you can use the nightlight option or the white noise option independently of the diffuser mode. So a fun fact, the owl character was chosen by Young Living member children. So next we're going to go into the 6 oils that you're going to find in the Little Oilers starter bundle. I'm falling asleep just listening to the lullaby picture. So let's bring on the oils and learn a little bit more about the 6 oil blends that you're going to find in the Little Oilers starter bundle. There's Genius, Owie, Sleepy Eyes, Sniffles, Tummy Jies, and Kid Power. This is my granddaughter, little Rosa. We call her Nugget. Just a little personal information, but here's all the oils that come in the starter bundle. And you see these two with the black caps. Those, some mama took them and screwed on those roll-on caps on those oils so that you can turn them into into roll-ons. So you'll be able to do that right inside the first starter bundle kit. So Genius oil is great for homework time. This oil promotes feelings of grounding and clearness while easing feelings of occasional stress and distraction. It creates an atmosphere conducive to clarity, creativity, and alertness. You can use it in the diffuser, and now you're a diffuser pro. You just touch those talons on Feather. And you can place 1 to 2 drops on the medulla. So if you're not sure where the medulla is, if you feel in the back of your head, I want you to take your hand, feel in the back of your neck, and just kind of slide up the center. You're going to feel a bone. That's the back of your skull bone. Just under that is a soft spot in the back of your head. That's the medulla. And there's a whole bunch of nerves right there. That is a great place to put oils on kids. So I'll put them on the back of the neck, or I'll put them on the medulla. And the great thing is with the KidSense Genius, it's already pre-diluted for you. So you don't have to worry about carrying carriers around with the KidSense oils because they're already done. This blend contains sacred frankincense, cedarwood, Palo Santo, melissa, rose, vetiver, and bergamot essential oils. So when young minds need to focus, keep distractions at bay by using KidSense Genius. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but these slides, these are the pictures that my son drew. He hand drew all of those. Those are from the workbook. I got kind of a kick out of that. Little background information of creating the PowerPoint for you guys. So the next oil we're going to talk about is Owie oil. If you're teaching this PowerPoint, these are movable slides. You just hit play on it, and the name of the oil is going to drop down while you're teaching about it. So Owie oil is great to have on hand for kids' outdoor activities. You just leave your worries at home. Our goal with this PowerPoint was to make it easy for you to be able to share and to make you look really, really good. I want you to look incredible. So you're going to apply Owie oil when your kids are distressed. All of this teaching is compliant, so you don't need to worry about saying the wrong thing. So you're giving you all the words to say. You're going to apply this oil when your kids are distressed with minor skin irritations or boo-boos. The oil has a cleansing and an antioxidant property to it, as well as being very calming and very relaxing. This cooling blend contains balsam fir, tea tree, hinoki oil. If you've not studied hinoki, it's one of the tree oils. It's amazing. It's Japanese. Clove oil, cistus is it's my personal favorite biblical oil. I love that. So you're putting little oils of the Bible on your kids through Owie oil. Helichrysum is like the Swiss Army knife of all things boo-boo. Like if you're going to do anything boo-boo, include helichrysum. And elemi, which is poor man's frankincense. Beautiful oil. Beautiful. It's a species of frankincense that's like $20 a bottle. So if you can't afford frankincense, go grab some elemi oil. For this, you're going to apply 2 to 4 drops to the desired area, wherever that boo-boo is. If I got a boo-boo on my kid, I'm not going to put the oil in the diffuser. I'm going to put it where their owie is. And no dilution's required, again, because these blends are already pre-diluted for you. So when rough housing goes wrong, you just ease your kids' spirits and you ease their tears as well with Owie oil. So the next oil that comes in the starter bundle is Sleepy Eyes. I love Sleepy Eyes oil. So Sleepy Eyes promotes an atmosphere conducive to calm, restful sleep. And it's an excellent way to help your kids naturally relax at the end of the day. Just drop it down their spine and give a 10-second massage before bed on the shoulders and down the neck. My kids just keep lining up over and over and over again. They want I had to limit them to 10 seconds because it would take me like 2 hours to give them a back rub because I have 5 kids. And I found that when I gave a back rub, the next one would get back in line again. And I'm like, wait a second, I'm not very good at math, but I'm pretty sure I already got you. Like, why are you back out of bed and you want another back rub? So they count out loud with me. 1, 2, it's actually like a 60-second back rub because they count really slow, but we count to 10 and I just kind of rub it in their back, or I rub it on their feet, or maybe on their big toes where their brain is. Those are the nerve endings for the brain, but drop it down the spine and give them that 10-second massage before bed on their shoulders and neck. You can also rub this oil onto feet for a little foot rub. And I use a little extra pressure on the feet so that they're not so ticklish, and diffuse this blend up to 3 times daily. So this blend contains oils of lavender, geranium, Roman chamomile, tangerine, sacred frankincense, valerian, bergamot, and rue, which is one of the rarer oils. So, sleepy eyes, help your child settle in and sleep tight by diffusing or massaging sleepy eyes oil right before they go to bed. So the next oil is sniffles. Achoo! When sniffles and stuffiness affect your little one, reach for sniffles. So this blend contains several cooling aromatic essential oils that can be diffused or applied directly to the chest, the throat, the back, or the feet. Do you know if you apply an oil to the chest, it's not actually the best place to apply it if you're trying to get to their lungs? We always think about just putting it right here because they're going to breathe it in with their nose. And yes, it is a good place to put if you're trying to get to their nose. Sometimes their chest right here is a little bit more comfortable than right underneath here, although these are diluted. But do you know that if you want access to your lungs, the best place to apply an oil is the back? Because if you're putting it on the front, on the chest, all your other organs are on top of your lungs. So your heart's on top of your lungs, and you got your rib cage, and you got your rib cage in the back too. But all of those organs are on top of it. Your windpipe, your trachea. So if you want access to the lungs, there's nothing blocking you if you're applying to the back. So I would drop it on the back and put that oil right there. So this aroma promotes feelings of health, wellness, and normal, clear breathing while assisting in releasing feelings of discomfort. This blend contains more than a dozen powerful breathing oils, including eucalyptus blue. That's a blend of a bunch of eucalyptuses. Palo Santo, lavender, Raven Sarah, Dorado Azul, RC, lavender, camphor wood oil, eucalyptus globulus, marjoram. That's a wonderful breathing oil. Myrtle, that's actually as a doula, that's my favorite oil to use on newborns for breathing. Myrtle oil, pine, cypress, black spruce, and peppermint. So you got like every oil I would use on those kids. Eucalyptus, Palo Santo, lavender. If you were to go grab a whole bunch of oils off your shelf and put it on it, they would all be in sniffly. So it's just a great blend for kids. The natural vapors of sniffle ease promote wellness when inhaled, and they inspire calm breathing. The next oil is tummy jize. This is calming. It's a relaxing blend for your little one's stomach when feelings of anxiety and discomfort arise. The blend can be diffused or rubbed on the tummy for a sense of balance and grounding. This blend contains the essential oils peppermint, spearmint, anise, which you can't buy by itself, tangerine. Did you ever know that tangerine was good for tummies? Fennel, cardamom, and ginger. So one of the benefits to using the blends is maybe you're grabbing oils that you wouldn't have grabbed otherwise. And we know our biochemistry is a little bit different for every single person. So maybe your little one responds very well to ginger, but my little one responds very well to anise. So if you're grabbing tummy jize, you're kind of hitting many oils at once, and maybe ones that you wouldn't have used if you didn't think about it. One of my favorite places to apply tummy jize is actually in the belly button. So have your little one lie down and just drop it straight on in their belly button. So tummy jize is great for fewer belly aches. The next oil is my personal favorite inside the Kid Scent Starter Bundle. This one is Kid Power, and I like to call it Kids Valor. It smells like dreamsicles. If you have, eat bad food in your house and you've ever had those orange popsicles with the vanilla ice cream in the center, to me, it smells just like that. I love it. Well, life can be really big and very scary for kids, and raising confident and courageous children can be very challenging, especially in today's world. There's been so much going on. So Kid Power is a unique blend that's formulated to inspire feelings of confidence, courage, and positivity. Kid Power eases occasional feelings of doubt, fear, and worry. It's comforting through times of anxiousness or nervousness, and it can help you tackle everyday daily stress. It's been known to be the kid version of Valor for courage and bravery. And it actually contains many of the oils that you will find in Valor. So black spruce, blue tansy, camphor wood oil. Gary Young was a genius when he replaced rosewood with camphor wood. He matched that smell almost exactly between the original Valor and the new one that he reformulated. Frankincense, vanilla, and orange. That's where that dreamsicle smell comes from, is that vanilla and orange. So for this, you're going to apply 2 to 4 drops to your child's wrists or the back of their neck. We talked about the medulla. That's a great place to put oils on kids. And by doing that, you're going to inspire them, you're going to motivate them, and you're going to empower them to be their very best. I actually like this oil a lot as an adult oil So I use this one. I carry this. This is one of my perfume oils that I carry in my jacket pocket, and I just use it all the time. I kind of alternate it between Valor and Kid Power, depending on how I'm feeling. It's got a very sugary smell to it. So, if I'm craving chocolate, I'll go grab something like this instead, and it kind of satiates my need for sugar rather than going and eating the sugar instead. So you can also apply this topically over the heart. If you've not applied oils to your kids' hearts, oh my word, like just do that before they go to bed at night and just see how their day is the next day. It's pretty crazy how kids respond to the placement of oil there. And you're just empowering them to be their very best. You can also apply it on the bottoms of their feet or their big toes. When we talked about this earlier, that's where those nerve endings come out for the brain. And you can diffuse 3 to 5 drops of this blend up to 3 times a day for courage and positivity. So with Kid Power, they have the power to face big and little challenges. Sometimes kids just need to find it in themselves. Let's talk a little bit more about Kid Power Oil. It's my favorite one in this bundle. Hope you guys are enjoying the kids class 105.
Wrap your kids in courage with KidSense Kid Power, exclusively by Young Living.
Isn't that awesome, man? I have a personal love for that oil. I absolutely adore it. So if you don't have Kid Power yet, get it for yourself. Put it on your loyalty rewards order and start using it yourself. Drop it on your heart at night. You'll find that you're just a little bit calmer when dealing with your kids too. I hope you guys are enjoying this class. We're almost done with it. If you just jumped in, I am teaching out of the Game Plan Oil Scriptbook. This is one of our 25 classes. We're going to be teaching out of this in a boot camp all year long. And this is the kids class 105. So if you don't have this book and you don't have the companion workbook that comes with it, please go grab them. They're up on Amazon. They're up on my website, oilabilityteam.com. This PowerPoint is free for you. It doesn't cost anything. You can go to my website, oilabilityteam.com, and click on share, and you'll find the PowerPoint right there. I'm going to pick some more winners for free books coming up in just a few minutes. We're almost done, but I want to talk safety with you for just a few minutes first. So Young Living oils have been used safely by millions of parents, but oils are powerful liquids distilled from plants. So it's really important to know the ins and outs of using them effectively. The key to using oils with kids is to go low and to go slow. According to Johns Hopkins University, so I love grabbing primary source documents. I'm a news anchor by trade. And so I want to get you some really recent, accurate studies on how to safely oil. And Johns Hopkins is a very respected university. So according to them, here's a quick safety tip list to use as a guide. So this is right off of their website for you. They say, don't put oils in the eyes or the ears. Johns Hopkins is saying quality matters. The stuff at the bed and bath store is likely not safe for your kids. So ordering oils on Amazon where they can be tampered with, likely not safe for your kids. So you want to make sure that you're sourcing your oils very well. We already talked a little bit about purity and why Young Living matters. You've been to our farms, you've seen what we do and how we do it. So Young Living is a safe place to be able to order your oils. If you're going to use them, dilute them for topical use, which you guys know, the KidSense oils already come diluted for you, so you don't even need to worry about that. Use a diffuser made for essential oils. You don't want to just go put it in a humidifier from the grocery store because it can break down that plastic. So the materials that Young Living makes their diffusers out of are designed to handle oils. It's made out of different quality materials, so it's not going to break them down and destroy your diffusers. And then, of course, keep oils out of the reach of kids. So if they're going to be applying it, just make sure you stay in eyesight and you're keeping an eye on what they're doing. Start with your feet if you've never applied oils on your kids before, because the skin down there is a lot tougher. The chest and the neck are the more sensitive areas. The Kid Sense oils are pre-diluted with coconut oil, so they're less likely to cause redness. You're going to start with a very small amount on the feet to see how they handle the oil. And if any redness occurs, apply a carrier oil like Young Living's V6 oil. The molecules in carrier oils are much larger than that of an essential oil, and they're going to slow down the absorption rate. So let's talk about some authenticity. It always goes back to authenticity. Grocery store brands just don't cut it, guys. Cheap oil means that the company has cut a corner somewhere to save money. So you have spent a lifetime dealing with products from stores that you thought were safe, only to find that they were cut with harmful synthetic ingredients. It defeats the purpose of oiling to use oils that are laden with toxic chemicals when the entire goal is to use oils to avoid toxic products. You can always trust the Seed to Seal premium standard of Young Living. The oils are authentic, so it goes directly from the farm to your door, and that is going to keep your kids safer. Now, we don't think much about personal care products, especially for children, but there was a study done on parabens and phthalates that were found in products from the store, and it showed that it led to early puberty in both boys and girls. So let me give you a study from 1 year ago. All right. A study by Hepatology Communications in 2019 looked at 272 supplements associated with liver injury in children. 51% of them had ingredients that were not even listed on the label. So that's why it's a really, and this is stuff you're just buying at the grocery store. It's buying at the dollar store, buying when you go into just regular, go grab your food. So this is why it's always a good idea to stick with products that are made by Young Living, especially with your kids. If I'm doing a simple swap, I'm going to start with stuff for my kids even before I start with stuff for myself. So with Seed to Seal, which is our promise, our integrity promise to you, you know that you're always getting safe and authentic ingredients in our products. You're getting ingredients like coconut oil, things derived from plants, not all those yucky synthetic chemicals. What you see is what you get. The FDA only intervenes and takes action if there's an adverse effect on thousands of kids, and that is not okay. My kids are not guinea pigs. So, what are some of the KidSense products that Young Living has? We have shampoo, lotion. They're designed for kids. Toothpaste, bath gel, Tender Tush rash cream. So it's a diaper rash cream. Mighty Vites, those are vitamins. Mighty Pro, those are probiotics. And Mighty Zyme, those are enzymes. KidSense Unwind, that helps to promote a state just to calm and settle them down. Young Living is known for its supplements. And this doesn't go without mentioning the Kids Sense line. So let's take a look at that real quick. This is Mighty Pro, a unique synergistic blend of prebiotics and probiotics in one supplement designed for children. Yeah, this is the very first supplement that I would start my kids on. Probiotics are so important. And a great feature of the supplement is that it can taste great and it can be added to cold food or drinks to make it easy to consume for little ones. They're going to get over 800 billion active live cultures to support digestive and immune health. So, this is a little video built right into the PowerPoint about the benefits of Mighty Pro. Let's dabble with some DIYs. And then I'm going to tell you how to apply some of the stuff that we just studied in this class. We're at the very, very end of our class. So there's 3 different Monster Be Gone spray recipes that are listed in the Game Plan Scriptbook workbook. So if you don't have access to this workbook, you're going to want it because it goes through and really trains you on the script. So you just got all this information and studies and science and how you're going to put it into action. It's going to take this script word for word and break it down into simple, easy steps for you to learn how to use the kids' oils, the diffuser, some of the supplements. It's going to go through piece by piece by piece and really help you to apply some of the things that you've learned. So please get on for our boot camp second day on Thursday, and I'm going to go through and really train you how to use this and get every single drop out of this. So one of the things we have in the workbook is DIYs. I love to train you how to play with the oils and just have some fun. So in the Scriptbook workbook, these are just a little fun way to get the kids to sleep by spraying these Monster Be Gone sprays in their closets, under their bed, and around their curtains to keep their fear at bay. So here's one that you can try. You're going to create a spray. You add 6 tablespoons of water, 2 tablespoons of witch hazel, and an essential Monster Be Gone blend of your choice. So one of the things we're going to be doing with these classes is creating diffuser blend shareable graphics for you and little shareable 2-minute or less videos of the DIYs. So we'll be shooting those each week, time lapsing them for you, and it'll be something you can pop up on Instagram, or you can add it into the PowerPoint, or you can just share it on your team pages so that they get some new ideas on how to play with these scripts. So for fun's sake, let's try the Closet Monster Skedaddle. That one, you put 3 drops of bergamot, 3 drops of lemongrass, and 3 drops of grapefruit. Here's a second DIY that you can do with your kids. This is a DIY bubble bath. So you can really create a nice little foaming action with this in the bathtub. And you can make your own bubble bath using Young Living's oils and products. So check this out. And Kid Scent shampoo. So just a little bubble bath video, give you some ideas and have some fun in the bathtub with your kids. So it's time for us to wrap up the kids class, and let's recap your aromatherapy homework. So you're never going to sit in a kids class without me giving you a bunch of things to do. So I want you to make sure that you got the other core 5 classes, that you've had all the training that's available out there. So next week, we're going to teach on adult oils. That's the 101 class. That's our basic starter class. We're going to teach on thieves. That's our cleaning line. We're going to teach on Ningxia, which is in my opinion, the #1 supplement in all of Young Living. Really, really has been a game changer for me. We're going to teach on CBD. So you're not going to want to miss next week because it's going to be kind of a rapid blast fire. Now, if you miss one of these classes, you can always go to oilabilityteam.com or to my YouTube channel at Sarah Harnish, and you'll see all the videos for the classes up on those places. And let me know what you think of them. So homework assignment #1, I want you to make sure that you get in these other classes and you're not missing the incredible training that we have with Young Living. #2, I want you to get one of my other books in your hands. It's called Fearless. If you like the content of this class and you like the idea of getting some of the yuck out of your house, you're going to love that little mini book. So you can grab it on my website, oilabilityteam.com, or you can go to Amazon and grab one copy of it. And it's going to teach you more about some of those dangers that are lurking in your home. In fact, we have an entire Fearless class coming up in a couple of weeks that is just going to blow your doors off and really get you thinking about all the things that are hiding in your house. Your third homework assignment. So #1, make sure you get into the other core 5 classes, which we'll do next week. #2, or go watch them on my website if you're not watching them live. #2, get the book Fearless in your hands and learn about the dangers lurking in your home. #3, and this, I really want to speak to your heart on it. Accept the 3 cabinet challenge as you wait for your little Oilers bundle to arrive. And you can see the bundle right here. It comes with all the diffusers, 6 different oils. Other things you can add to your loyalty rewards orders would be the roll-on set. So all these oils come as roll-ons that are just easy to carry with you. I like to have one set at home and one set in my car. So I keep the roll-ons in my car for on the go, and I keep the oils at home for myself. So I recommend, even though they're the same oils, that you get both of them on loyalty rewards, because then you're able to have them when you're on the go with your kids. Some of the other supplements like the toothpaste, and we talked about Mighty Pro. I think that probiotics is the most important thing you can give your kids. You can start those very young, 2 years old. Mighty Vites are our vitamins, and then just swapping out some of their personal care products. So lotion and, bath gel and shampoo shampoo and toothpaste so that you know that you're getting some of these safe products in your house. The other thing I would tell you to do is to print off the Little Oilers calendar at oilabilityteam.com under share and the Core 5, the kids class, and put that calendar on your fridge. You know, you can do that right now. I'm going to stop the share on this video. I'm going to show you exactly how you can do that by going over to my website, which is at oilabilityteam.com. And here's the kids class calendar. So you just go to oilabilityteam.com, go under menu and share, and you'll find the kids class. Click on that. And underneath the kids class, you'll find this PowerPoint, you'll find the script, you'll find the textable class tomorrow. We'll get that up. And here's the calendar. So print that off for yourself. It's free, doesn't cost anything. And I want you to accept the challenges and start playing with these oils. So add the little the starter bundle to your cart and get this kit in your hands and start oiling with intent and purpose with your babies every single day. So I'm going to read the end of this class, and then I'm going to give you something special from the back page. It's called the Apply It section in the Game Plan Oil script book. And we're just going to kind of go through some simple little tips on how to apply it. And then we're going to blow those tips up with the workbook on Thursday. So welcome to the world of oiling. I love that you have joined me on this little adventure with studying oils for our kids. Your children should be able to play safely without you worrying about gross ingredients. I know that oiling has a learning curve. I know it's a little different than what we've been doing our entire lives. So just take it one step at a time. What I want you to do first is to get the kit and then add a couple of those products that we talked about every single month as you're just kicking some of these chemicals to the curb. You can go as fast or as slow as you need to. Each product is swapped has made a difference for your little one, and your little one is worth fighting for. There's no need for you to be perfect. There's no need for you to have aromatherapy certifications before you start banning ingredients from your home, and you definitely don't need to know it all. You just need to flip the bottles over and draw battle lines in your home. So tonight, as soon as this class is over, I want you to go into your kid's shower, go look at the ingredients in the back of their shampoo. And if you don't know what it is, type it in Google and put the words dangers of in front of that ingredient and look at what your kid is putting on their brain a couple times a week. It's not good, right? It's not good. So, switching out for a kid scent shampoo, that's a better choice. Just about making these little tiny better choices, flipping those labels over and having that discernment that we talked about at the very beginning of the class, right? In that space of waiting for knowledge and waiting to learn everything, your kids are being exposed to things that you would be protecting them from. So you know what you need to do to keep them safe. You're already equipped. The key is a preventative maintenance household, discernment, reading labels, hunting for poison, defending your kids, questioning what's on the shelf for them, supporting their bodies instead of taxing their bodies, being critical of what you're told is safe, right? Saying no when everybody else is saying yes, even though everybody around you has that same choir voice saying, oh, it's fine. It's on the store shelves. It's not that big of a deal. Walk away from the place where you are right now. That is what makes you an oiler. And that is the end of the kids class. I'm going to show you one more time how to find all the things on my website so you know where to go. You just go to oilabilityteam.com, go to share. You'll find the kids class here. Click on that. It's going to take you to the kids class landing page. And the PowerPoint is there. The script is there. The textable class will be up tomorrow. The challenge calendar for you to print off. Go print this off and do it with your team. Share this video. Share it with your teams. Get them on the next boot camp video. Here's some graphics. And as a bonus, we even put the coloring sheet from the workbook up here and the master to that from the teacher's edition. So you can see how to color the pages. So the last thing that I want to do with you guys, then I'm going to pick a whole bunch of winners for you getting on live with me, is if you don't have this book, go grab it on Amazon, hop on the next boot camp day, which we're going to do a whole little run through of how to do boot camp tomorrow night. And I'm going to go through Persevere, which is going to make you cry. So you're not going to want to miss that. And then Thursday, we're going to go through the workbook. But the last thing is I'm going to go through the Apply It section. So this is a little section in the script book that just gives you a couple of tips on things that you can do next to continue oiling in your home. So some loyalty rewards ideas that I would recommend at 190 PV. The Little Oilers starter bundle. So that's the kit that we trained on tonight. Add the single kids roll-ons to your starter bundle. My favorite is Kid Power, but maybe you like Sleepy Eyes or some of the other oils. Maybe add the roll-on set at 250 PV to the starter bundle. So remember, you got one set for your car and you got one set for your house. because you're going to be out with your kids a lot. You're not always home, right? You're grabbing the diaper bag, taking them to the zoo, doing fun things with them, taking them to their swim lessons. So now you don't have to worry about grabbing all the oils and, oh, crud, I left them in my car, or I left them in my house. You got 2 sets. So 300 PV, add Seedlings Calm oil. It is not just for babies. This one right here, Seedlings Calm. Matter of fact, that's going to be our oil of the night for our boot camp class, the Seedlings Calm. If you don't have that, that's actually one of my oils that I really like in the diffuser. So here's some other great kids oils if you haven't thought about other things that you can use. Orange. Forgiveness is a great emotional oil for kids. Northern Lights Black Spruce, wonderful calming oil. It's great for stress. Kidston shampoo, bath gel, lotion, the diaper rash, tender tush cream. We talked about those. Mighty Bites and Mighty Pro as supplements, and then toothpaste for a total bathroom and supplements makeover. So let me just give you 3 quick action steps. Accept the 105 Kids Class Challenge. So go to my website. I just showed you where that's at. You'll see the 105 class there. And I recommend you download the scavenger hunt calendar and go do it with your team, guys. It doesn't cost anything. It's free. Put it on your fridge, cross it off daily, print that free calendar off for just accountability and learning how to use this kit. The number 2 is be bold about swapping out your kids' personal care and supplement products. I told you earlier, I tend to take care of my kids first before me. So go through that list above. And as you're able, just swap out one product at a time. Maybe it's just diaper rash cream and you're not using the stuff at the store because the ingredients are icky. Maybe you get some forgiveness oil because you got 2 toddlers and they're just not very nice to each other, right? So, it's one product you don't have to worry about hitting your kid's liver or hurting their skin. Seed to Seal is a promise that you can trust. Now, if you've tried all the KidSense products, third thing, don't be afraid to delve into the seedlings line too. We actually do have a whole seedlings class we're going to teach in the Scriptbook as part of the 25 classes. So I like to use some seedlings products on my 14-year-old son. Oils are ageless, and that's one of the really neat things about them. So that wraps up our class. Now what I'm going to do is kind of minimize this screen and go over to my main page because this is a live class. I'm going to pick some winners for you guys for hanging around with me all the way to the very, very end of the class. Thank you for getting on. Let me share my screen real quick because I know many of you guys are asking where your books are, and I have to show you this picture. This is Steve Sheridan's house. Right now, I'm going to post this later. Look at all these boxes. They're getting ready to mail out thousands and thousands and thousands of Teacher's Edition books to you guys. So it's taken over their entire house. Their kids have been making boxes for weeks and weeks and weeks, which is pretty darn cool. So let me just wrap up and pick a whole bunch of winners for getting on the very first night of boot camp. I'm so honored to have this time with you. It's not something that I take lightly. I want to earn your respect and earn your time. And so thank you for being a Game Plan fan. Thank you for following me, some of you guys, for 4 years since the very first Game Plan book was written. I hope that this book is the biggest blessing to your business of any book that I have ever written before, that it really takes you to the next rank. Guys, I am convinced that if you are out there and you are teaching classes and you're doing product education, every single time I ranked, it was because I was teaching. So you're going to find your way of sharing these. Maybe it's going to be Instagram stories and one-on-one classes. Maybe it's Zoom classes. Maybe it's Facebook Lives with your team. Maybe it's grabbing that Teacher's Edition and sitting with 3 women on your couch. There's no wrong way of sharing these classes. So for all my builders that are out there, I want you to tell me one thing that you learned tonight, and I'm going to give away Oiler Edition script books like a mad dog. I'm going to pick 10 people and give away script books. And then I'm going to pick 5 people and give away workbooks. Yeah, you can use this as a grandparents class too. I love the ideas. Don't tell me something you learned. Tell me some way you're going to use this class. I pray that you just have enjoyed the PowerPoint. If you see errors or anything in it you need to switch, just go ahead and write me, oilabilitywithsarah@gmail.com. It's the first time we've released it, so I'm sure there's going to be little things in there. We want to make sure it's perfect for you. So, Steve, look at this. You're awesome. Pamela Mackey, you're winner number 1, just because you called Steve awesome, and he's got a lot of work to get these out to you guys, but we're shipping now. We're shipping this week. So I'm giving away the script book. And if you don't win one of these, go to Amazon and go get it. So you got it in front of you and you can do boot camp with us. All right. Nicole Caputo Allen, you're winner number 2. Okay. Nicole Cockburn, you're winner number 3. You said you learned about HISIP for tantrums. I love that. Jessica English, you're winner number 4. Congratulations. Diane Marie, you're winner number 5. She says, my mom class at CrossFit Gym. Yes. Go teach this to your mom class. Exactly. Lori Samples, you're winner number 6. Let's see, Gary Westbrook, your winner number 7. You just got an Oilers edition. Missy Morris Pruitt, your winner number 8. Who else? Keep talking to me, guys. I know there's thousands of you guys on. Audrey Smith, your winner number 9. You just got an Oilers edition. Kimberly Rohde, your winner number 10. So all of you guys just got, just gave away 10 copies. It's like $200 worth of books. We're going to get those mailed out to you. Now I'm going to pick 5 people for the workbook. Guys, if you don't have this, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, you need the workbook. So, all right, 5 winners. Krista Huffstetler, your winner number 1. Melissa Jock, you just won a workbook, your winner number 2. Brenda Thomas, your winner number 3. Kelly Yunker, Podos, I don't know if I'm going to say it right now, Podosny, your winner number 3. Holly Hancock West, your winner number 4. And Carolyn Abdallah, your winner number 5 for the workbook. So all of my winners, I want you to email me at oilabilitywithsarah@gmail.com. So tell me that you won. Ways that you can say thank you if you enjoyed this content. Please share this video, share with your teams, share it with your crossline friends. Get your leaders, get your teams on boot camp. That's a blessing to me. Go to Amazon and leave reviews of the book. That's a huge blessing to me. Talk about this book on Instagram. Tag me in your posts. Share it everywhere. If you like this book, tell people about this book. And let's all work together to bring oils to every home in the world. This book is a game changer for our team. So you just had the kids class. You've got the PowerPoint. You've got the script. We'll be loading more things onto that page in the next 2 days to give you more freebies. Go print off the coloring sheet and have some fun with it. I love you guys. And thank you for getting on. Thank you for being part of this project. I'm so grateful for you. So tomorrow night, we're just going to kind of talk about how to utilize this with your teams and how to use some of these tools and how to share with the people around you. I pray that it's generating excitement and you're feeling ready to go out and share. And then I'm going to read Persevere to you. We're going to make you cry a little tomorrow night. So very short video tomorrow. Get on with me, hang out. I'll do more giveaways. And then we're going to capture all these videos and put them up on my website so you can go back and watch them later and share them with your teams. And then on Thursday, every Thursday, we have the workbook launch and the media package launch for these classes. So you want to get on Thursdays and make sure you're joining me. So boot camp is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, every week until we're through the book. All right. God bless you guys. I know who you are, right? You have the blood of a diamond coursing in your veins. How many of you guys are going to go teach this class? Get out. Think about all the moms that you know and how many people you can bring into your team. How many people have kids that are playing with your kids and the ways that you can connect with your families. So God bless you guys. Congratulations to all my winners. And I will see you tomorrow night. Always 8:30 Eastern, right here on this page. Go grab your books. Tell your teams about them. Have your teams go grab your books and let's learn to oil together and bring oils to every home in the world. I'm going to pick a winner for the Amazon Review Challenge after this video. So look for that post. That's coming up next. And God bless you guys. I'll see you tomorrow night for the next night of Game Plan Oil Scriptbook Boot Camp. Bye.